If you're over 60 and your vision isn't quite what it used to be, you're not alone. Maybe the fine print seems fuzzier, street signs are harder to read at night, or your eyes just feel more tired than they used to. It's easy to chalk it up to just aging, but the truth is, your eyes might simply be missing something important. Today, we're going to talk about 5 essential vitamins that can help support sharper, clearer vision naturally. No surgery, no fancy gadgets, just simple, research-backed nutrients that your eyes depend on more than you might think. And if you're someone who already eats pretty well or takes multivitamin, you might still be missing a few key pieces. I'll walk you through exactly what those missing pieces are, why they matter, and how to get them from real foods you may already have in your kitchen. This isn't about quick fixes. It's about understanding how your body changes with age and how a few small, consistent changes can protect one of your most important senses, your eyesight. So if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, and you want to keep reading, driving, and recognizing the faces you love, this video is for you. Let's get started with the first vitamin your eyes may be quietly craving right now. Your eyes are among the most powerful tools you have for staying independent, connected, and confident as you age. But here's the challenge. After age 60, your risk of vision problems begins to rise sharply. Conditions like cataracts, glaucoma, and macular degeneration become more common, and they often creep in slowly, without warning signs. Now, most people assume this is just the normal price of aging, but what many seniors don't realize is that your eyes don't just wear out on their own. They wear down when they aren't getting the nutrients they need. Think about it. For most of your life, your eyes have been working non-stop, from reading newspapers and recipe cards to watching your grandchildren grow up. And like the rest of your body, your eyes need fuel to function. That fuel comes in the form of very specific vitamins and antioxidants. But here's the catch. Modern eating habits have changed. Compared to a few generations ago, we now eat fewer home-cooked meals and more processed foods. Even when we think we're eating pretty healthy, we may not be getting enough of the key nutrients that protect our eyes from strain and aging. And culturally, many of us weren't taught how to eat for eye health. We might have heard, "eat your carrots," growing up, but the science now shows there's much more to it than that. The good news is, you don't need a complicated diet or expensive supplements. With the right information, you can start supporting your vision through simple, everyday choices, starting with 5 vitamins that play a major role in how your eyes age. And once you understand what each one does and where to get it, you'll be able to take better care of your eyes one meal at a time. You might relate to this. You're reading the back of a food label, and the words seem smaller than they used to be. You hold the box a little farther away, then a little closer, and finally reach for brighter light. Or maybe you're driving home at dusk and suddenly the street signs seem blurry. The glare from headlights feels overwhelming. These little moments sneak up on you. They don't feel serious at first, just annoying. But over time, they start to add up. And here's the thing. For many older adults, these changes don't just come from aging. They come from years of not giving the eyes what they truly need. One of the most common mistakes? Assuming your eyes are fine as long as your glasses prescription is up to date. But glasses don't nourish the cells inside your eyes. Your retina, lens, cornea, all the intricate parts of your vision system rely on daily support from nutrients. And most people aren't getting enough of them. Take Bill, for example. He's 72, eats 3 meals a day, and walks every morning. But he mentioned that by 3 p.m., his eyes felt dry and scratchy, and he was rubbing them constantly. When we looked at his meals, he wasn't getting any vitamin E, one of the key nutrients that protect the retina. Or Diane, age 67. She started avoiding evening gatherings because driving after dark made her nervous. She thought she just needed new glasses. But it turned out she was low in vitamin A, crucial for night vision. Another common challenge is relying too much on supplements without fixing the diet. You might take a multivitamin and think you're covered,
But not all supplements are well absorbed, especially if the rest of the meal is lacking in healthy fats or fresh vegetables. And then there's the cultural piece. Many of us grew up in times when fast and convenient food became the norm. Microwave dinners, white bread, canned soups. They filled us up, but didn't fuel our eyes. The good news is this. Once you understand the gaps, you can start to fix them. And you don't have to overhaul your whole diet. Even small changes, like adding spinach to breakfast or a few bell pepper slices at lunch, can begin to make a real difference. Feed your night vision with real vitamin A. If you've noticed that nighttime driving feels more stressful than it used to be, or that your eyes take longer to adjust when you walk into a dim room, you may be running low on vitamin A. Vitamin A plays a critical role in supporting a part of your retina called the rod cells. These are the cells that help your eyes adapt in low light. Without enough of it, your vision becomes slower and less responsive when the lights go down. You might find yourself squinting more in the evenings or feeling like the contrast is just off. That's not just getting older, it's a signal that your eyes may be undernourished. Now here's the good news. Vitamin A is easy to find in everyday foods, and your body can absorb it even better when it comes from natural sources. Start by including 1 or 2 whole eggs in your breakfast. The yolks are rich in a form of vitamin A your body can use right away, and they come packaged with healthy fats that help with absorption. For lunch or dinner, add a serving of orange vegetables like carrots, pumpkin, or sweet potatoes. These are high in beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. Just make sure to include a little olive oil or avocado with your meal, since that fat helps your body actually use the vitamin. And if you're open to it, liver is one of the most concentrated sources of vitamin A out there. Just a small portion, about the size of a deck of cards, once a week can go a long way. If liver isn't your thing, consider a high-quality cod liver oil supplement, with your doctor's guidance. I once worked with a retired teacher named Helen, who told me that she had stopped going out in the evenings because the glare made her feel disoriented. We took a close look at her diet, and it turned out she hadn't been getting much vitamin A at all. After just 6 weeks of adding eggs in the morning and cooked carrots with her dinner, she told me, "I drove home at dusk last week, and it felt normal again." That's the power of restoring what your body is quietly missing. Your eyes don't need magic, they need fuel. And vitamin A is one of the most powerful fuels for your night vision.
Protect your lenses with daily vitamin C. Have you ever felt like your glasses were dirty, but no matter how much you cleaned them, things still looked hazy? Or maybe bright lights feel more intense than they used to, like sunlight or glare bouncing off car windshields. These could be early signs that your eyes need more antioxidant protection, and that's where vitamin C comes in. Most people think of vitamin C as just the immune vitamin, but your eyes actually store some of the highest concentrations of vitamin C in your entire body, especially in the lens, the part of the eye that focuses light. That lens is constantly exposed to oxygen, light, and everyday stress. Over time, this can cause proteins inside the lens to clump together, and that's how cataracts form. Vitamin C acts like a gentle cleaner. It helps slow down this process by neutralizing something called free radicals, unstable molecules that cause aging and damage. Think of vitamin C as a shield that keeps your lenses clear and flexible. It also helps lower eye pressure by supporting the tiny blood vessels and drainage channels inside your eyes, which is especially helpful if you're concerned about glaucoma. So, how do you get more of it? The easiest way is to include small amounts in your meals every single day. Vitamin C is water-soluble, which means your body doesn't store it, so you need a steady supply. Try starting your day with an orange, kiwi, or a few slices of cantaloupe. For lunch, add raw red or yellow bell peppers to your salad or sandwich. They're surprisingly high in vitamin C. Tomato juice is another great option. Even half a glass in the evening can help boost your levels gently. Steamed broccoli, cabbage, or Brussels sprouts at dinner? excellent sources, especially when not overcooked. And if you're making soup or stir-fry, toss them in at the end to keep their nutrients intact. I remember Teresa, a retired librarian in her early 70s who came in with high eye pressure. She wasn't quite ready to start medication, so we built a daily vitamin C routine. Oranges in the morning, bell peppers at lunch, tomato juice at night. 3 months later, her pressure had dropped, and her eye doctor was amazed. "You're making it easy to support your own health," I told her. And she smiled and said, "It's the first time I felt like I could actually do something about it." And you can too. Vitamin C won't make you feel different overnight, but over time, it helps keep your vision clearer, your lenses cleaner, and your eyes better protected from the inside out. Support sharp central vision with vitamin E. Have you noticed it's harder to read small print, even with your glasses on? Or maybe you're having trouble recognizing faces across the room, or following the ball when watching sports on TV. These issues often point to stress or damage in the macula, the part of your retina responsible for central vision and fine detail. Vitamin E plays a key role in protecting the macula. It's a powerful antioxidant that helps prevent oxidative damage to the delicate tissues at the back of your eye. And over time, that protection can mean the difference between sharp vision and a slow, silent decline. Most older adults are at risk for macular degeneration, especially after 60. But here's what most people don't realize. Your macula is especially vulnerable to oxidative stress, and vitamin E is one of its best defenses. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most commonly missed nutrients in senior diets. Why? Because it hides in foods we don't eat enough of anymore, like nuts, seeds, and certain oils. But just a few small additions can make a big difference. Try a handful of almonds, around 20, as an afternoon snack. That's nearly all the vitamin E you need in a day. Or drizzle some sunflower oil or wheat germ oil over a salad. Both are rich, natural sources. Even a tablespoon of peanut butter or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado can help boost your intake. One client, Jerry, age 69, told me he'd started skipping nuts because he thought they were fattening. But when we added just a small handful of almonds 3 times a week, along with a switch from butter to sunflower oil in cooking, he noticed something surprising. "I can finally read the newspaper in the morning without reaching for my magnifier," he said. Vitamin E also works best when taken with other antioxidants, like vitamin C and zinc, which we'll get to soon. But on its own, it plays a quiet but powerful role in preserving your clarity, your confidence, and your connection to the world around you. So, if you're noticing subtle changes in how you see, don't ignore them. Your eyes are telling you they need backup, and vitamin E is one of the best reinforcements you can give them. Defend your retina with the power of lutein and zeaxanthin. If you've never heard of lutein or zeaxanthin, you're not alone, but your eyes certainly know them. These 2 plant-based nutrients act like natural sunglasses for your retina. They help filter out harmful blue light, reduce glare sensitivity, and shield the delicate cells in the back of your eye from damage. Think of them as your eye's inbuilt defense team, especially important as you age. Lutein and zeaxanthin collect in the macula, the center of your retina, where they help protect against macular degeneration and visual fatigue. That's the part of your eye you use to read, drive, sew, or recognize faces. So protecting it isn't optional. The problem, your body can't make these nutrients on its own. You have to get them from food, and most people simply don't eat enough of the right foods. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens are some of the best sources. Steam them lightly or add a handful to a smoothie or soup. Egg yolks are another great option. Yes, again. They're rich in both lutein and zeaxanthin and come with healthy fats that help your body absorb them better. Orange and yellow vegetables, like corn, yellow peppers, and squash, also contain small but helpful amounts. One simple tip: next time you make scrambled eggs, toss in a handful of chopped spinach and bell pepper. You'll be giving your eyes a powerful, protective boost without changing your routine much at all. I remember working with a retired painter named Lewis, who told me his eyes just felt tired all the time, even though his prescription hadn't changed. We added cooked kale twice a week, a spinach omelet on Sundays, and some frozen corn with dinner here and there. By his next appointment, he told me, "I don't know what's in that green stuff, but I can work on my canvases longer without feeling strained." That's the magic of feeding your eyes the pigments they were built to use. And if you're someone who spends time on screens, a phone, tablet, or TV, lutein and zeaxanthin are even more important. They help reduce glare and filter out some of the strain from artificial light. Your eyes work hard for you. These nutrients help return the favor. Keep eye circulation strong with vitamin B12. Do your eyes ever feel tired or dry, even after a good night's sleep? Or maybe you've noticed little flashes of light, twitching eyelids, or a strange foggy feeling that comes and goes. These symptoms might not just be from aging eyes. They could also be signs that your body is running low on vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is crucial for your entire nervous system, including the optic nerve, the bundle of fibers that carries visual signals from your eyes to your brain. When B12 levels drop too low, this communication slows down or weakens, and that can affect not only how clearly you see, but also how well your eyes stay focused, hydrated, and alert. But here's the tricky part. As we get older, our ability to absorb B12 from food starts to decline. That's because it depends on stomach acid, and after 60, many people naturally produce less of it. So, even if you're eating enough B12-rich foods, your body might not be absorbing it effectively.
So, where can you find it? Animal-based foods are the primary sources. Things like eggs, dairy, meat, poultry, and fish all contain good amounts. But if you're eating less of those foods, or if you're a vegetarian or take acid-blocking medications, you may need extra support. For many seniors, a simple B12 supplement can make a huge difference. They're available in tablets, sublingual drops, or even B12 sprays that absorb through the mouth lining. One woman I worked with, Ellen, 72, had been feeling unusually tired and was struggling with blurry vision. After her doctor checked her B12 levels, they discovered she was borderline deficient. Within weeks of starting a supplement, her energy came back, and she said, "It's like someone cleaned the windshield." B12 also supports healthy blood flow to the retina, helping oxygen and nutrients reach the cells that keep your vision crisp and clear. So if your eyes feel sluggish or your vision seems a little off, it's worth checking in on your B12 status. A simple blood test can tell you where you stand, and a little boost could go a long way. When your eyes are well-fed, well-protected, and well-connected, you see the world with more ease, confidence, and joy. I once heard a quote from the late Dr. Randall Vaughn, an optometrist who spent over 40 years serving older adults in small-town Missouri. He used to say, "Eyesight is how we see the world, but vision, real vision, is how we stay connected to it." He believed that protecting your vision wasn't just about reading charts or updating prescriptions. It was about staying independent, staying social, staying you. One of his longtime patients, 84-year-old Helen, used to come in every year without fail.
She always wore bright scarves, carried crossword puzzles in her purse, and told the same story about how she had beaten her grandson at Scrabble. When asked why she was so committed to her eye health, she said, "If I can see clearly, I can live clearly. I can keep reading, cooking, walking, laughing, and that means everything." It's a simple truth, but an important one. We often think of vision care as something reactive, something we do only after something goes wrong. But the real wisdom comes in being proactive, in feeding and protecting your eyes so they stay strong as the years go on. So, as you take in these tips, remember it's not just about vitamins or supplements. It's about preserving the little moments that make life rich, full, and joyful. A lot of people think that vision loss is just something that happens as you get older, like wrinkles or gray hair. And yes, aging can increase your risk for certain eye conditions, but that doesn't mean it's out of your hands. Your daily habits, what you eat, how you protect your eyes, and even what supplements you take can make a big difference. Just like we take care of our bones or our hearts as we age, our eyes deserve the same attention. Another common belief is, if I can still see fine, my eyes must be healthy. But here's the tricky part. Many eye issues start silently. You might not feel anything at all until the damage is already there. That's why regular eye checkups after 60 are so important. They help catch things early, before they affect your sight. And even if everything looks good, it's still worth giving your eyes the nutrients they need to stay that way. Now, you might have heard people say, supplements aren't worth it, just eat a healthy diet. And sure, getting your nutrients from real food is ideal. But as we age, our bodies don't always absorb things as well. Take vitamin B12, for example. It's harder to absorb after 60, even if you're eating the right foods. That's where a good supplement can help fill in the gaps, especially if you're eating less meat, dairy, or leafy greens than you used to. And of course, we've all heard the line, just eat carrots, they're good for your eyes. Carrots do help. They're rich in beta-carotene, which turns into vitamin A. But they're only part of the story. Your eyes also need things like lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin E. Think of it like a team. Carrots might be the star player everyone talks about, but it takes the whole lineup to win the game. The good news is, the more you understand what your eyes really need, the more empowered you are to protect them and keep seeing the world clearly for years to come. Now, let's talk about how to bring all of this into your daily life, without turning it into a full-time job. Start with the basics, your grocery list. Next time you're at the store, pick up a few key vision-friendly foods, leafy greens like spinach or kale, colorful bell peppers, oranges, eggs, and a small bag of walnuts or almonds. You don't have to change everything at once. Just add 1 or 2 of these into your meals each week. For example, try scrambled eggs with spinach for breakfast, or toss some sliced red peppers into your salad. Simple swaps make a big difference over time. Supplements? Think of them like brushing your teeth, just part of the routine. Set your daily vitamin bottle next to your toothbrush or your morning coffee mug. Some seniors like using a weekly pill organizer to keep everything easy and visible. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. You can also protect your eyes during everyday activities. Wear sunglasses when you're out for a walk. Take breaks from screens. Even a quick look out the window every 20 minutes helps. And don't forget hydration. Even just a couple extra glasses of water a day can ease dry eyes. If you're a caregiver or family member, these changes can become shared habits. Maybe you plan meals together, shop together, or even set reminder alarms for vitamins. It becomes less of a chore and more of a connection. Even relaxing hobbies can support your vision. Reading in good lighting, doing puzzles, or spending time outdoors all give your eyes gentle, natural stimulation. And if you enjoy cooking, think of it as eye care in action. Every colorful vegetable you add is like fuel for your vision. The goal isn't to overhaul your whole life. It's to make small, thoughtful adjustments that feel good and fit smoothly into what you're already doing. Over time, these simple habits build a stronger foundation for clearer vision and a more vibrant life. So, as we wrap up, just take a moment to appreciate everything your eyes have helped you see over the years. The faces you love, the places you've been, and the memories you've made. Taking care of your vision now is more than just seeing clearly. It's about staying independent, connected, and fully present for the life ahead of you. Remember, small changes matter. A little extra color on your plate, a few daily habits, and some thoughtful choices can go a long way towards protecting your eyesight naturally. You don't have to do it all perfectly. Just begin. Pick one thing that stood out to you today and try it out this week. Maybe it's a new vitamin, a leafy green, or just wearing those sunglasses a little more often. And if this video helped you feel more informed or encouraged, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share what you're trying or what's worked for you. You never know who you might inspire. If you'd like more gentle, science-backed guidance like this, don't forget to subscribe. We're building a community here where your health, your wisdom, and your voice truly matter. Thanks for spending this time with me, and here's to clearer days ahead.